Help me, help me, help, he said, or the hunter shoots me dead. Little rabbit, come inside, safely to abide. You've never heard this song? Welcome to episode 4 of the Essential Students podcast. We are back to our original set here, just me and Andrew.
OGs.
The OG set, which we say that like we've been doing this forever. This is episode 4. But man, it already feels, that's 2 months.
Yeah.
Ring the bell. You don't have a bell
I
to
don't have
ring.
a bell.
Yeah.
Ding, ding.
So we got a couple things on the set with us. We'll talk about those later, but they are going to be part of the show. Just wanted to point your attention to this beautiful set that Andrew created today.
I spent a lot of time on that.
This is what happens when Brittany's not involved in things. Yeah. So you've been traveling again.
Yeah.
Which seems to be kind of your entire life. Is this normal for you?
Depends on the time of year.
Okay.
Not particularly. I was thinking when I was driving home yesterday that I've been in a hotel 4 weeks in a row. That's unusual. That's a lot.
Yeah, that seems like I traveled a little bit for, 2 years, and it wore off real fast.
Yeah, it's tiring.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's a bummer. But along your travels, you have once again apparently taken some photos, yeah. Which I know you told me you had them, and I intentionally told you to wait to send them to me because the travel photos you sent last time were not great.
No.
Well, I don't know. For some, they might. I guess really is subjective.
We tried,
right?
Yeah.
But apparently, I guess you have decided that we're going to continue with this amazing tradition of you taking travel photos.
Sure.
So it is now time for, what are we calling this? Andrew's
Tragic Travels, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I may have a theme song. I might have to do.
I can't wait.
Da-da-da-da-da. Andrew's Tragic Travels. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
All right, I'm pulling up number 1. If you want to follow along, it is a picture of. All right, it's a picture of shower shampoo and conditioner, and yep. I'm assuming that this is because of our conversation last week or the week before last about you and how you might be the only human that I know that actually uses these things.
There they are, body wash.
You have no idea what might be in these things, though.
No.
But you go for it, and that's better than taking.
And they some of them don't smell great. I'm gonna be honest.
I want to zoom in on this photo because I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure I see a crusty. Do you ever?
Well, I didn't notice that.
You know what I'm talking about? When a little bit of the shampoo sits on the edge. I don't see it. It looks pretty. It looks pretty clean. This must have been a nicer. Clearly, this wasn't a sleep in.
No. I'm trying to think. I've got them all mixed up now at this point. That was the Westin.
Okay, gotcha.
That I stayed in, so a little bit nicer than the sleep in.
Is it? Do they have one that's on the south end as well?
No. I see what you did there.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this I'm assuming was supposed to be a delicious waffle.
Yeah, that's my Waffle House.
No, it's not. It's your fingertip.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought it was cool how they stamped the logo in the middle of the waffle, in case you forget where you are.
This is at the Waffle House?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This just says at the Waffle.
Yeah. Well, I tried.
Okay, moving on. This is the University of Richmond.
Yeah. That's we were in Richmond 2 weekends ago for Ashley had a soccer tournament, and while we were there, we did a tour of the school, University of Richmond. That's her. I was trying to get the whole sign in with the flowers, and she's in it. You just got to zoom in a little bit.
I see her.
Yeah, she's there.
Oh, goodness. Oh, something has happened. We've moved on. We're at a soccer game now.
Yeah, that was a soccer tournament. Again, I was trying to get the whole range.
So the point of a picture, generally speaking, the point of a picture is that you want to see things that are happening in front of you. I think.
Can you not?
There's not a lot to see here. I'll be honest with you.
Well, if you zoom in,
no, it's a field. It's just a grassy field. There's people playing on this field.
Yeah, they're on it.
Are any of these Ashley?
Well, she was injured, so she may be sitting on the bench.
Okay,
depending on, she may be in there.
All right. Well, this looks exciting.
Yeah, it was a good time.
All right. We've got McKenna, and she's standing with a car with 2 thumbs up.
Yep, that was us leaving for our visit. We went to Coastal Carolina this past weekend for a tour for her.
Yep.
We left about 5:30 in the morning on Friday.
Yeah. She looks thrilled.
Yeah.
And half asleep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I didn't feel like I wanted to do the flash because I didn't want to wake up the people sleeping in the neighborhood.
Right on.
It's a little darker than I probably would have liked.
Does she know that her picture is going to be in this?
Don't know.
Oh, great. All right, cool. This just says the meat store.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
What, did you go in it?
No, I don't even think it was it was just a sign. I didn't see a building. Yeah.
You're kidding.
No. That's
Okay.
right there around Conway, South Carolina.
So not a place you went, just something that you saw.
Not a sponsor. The meat store that I'm aware of.
All right, meat store in Conway.
Yeah.
All right, we've got Coastal Carolina University. We got a 2-hour arcing for, and then a profile shot of McKenna. That I don't think, again, she knows what this is.
Well, I feel like I learned my lesson from the weekend before. Having too much of a zoom out.
Oh, so you
wanted
already pivoted, and now you're zoomed all the way in. Dude, you got to find a middle ground here.
Well, we're learning.
Well, I don't know if this segment's going to keep going. I guess these are your tragic photos. Moving on. Oh no.
This is a place we went to called Two Tacos.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. I tried to get the whole sign in there, but her head was blocking it.
Oh, I thought she was taking a selfie of it.
No, that was me taking a picture of the sign.
Right. I like how it's focused on her forehead and not the sign. If I wanted to call them at their Garden City location, I wouldn't be able to do that.
No.
Can't
you
see
probably look it up online.
Yeah. 2 taco, huh? Do you have a taco?
I know I had a quesadilla. I guess in hindsight, that probably would have been the way to go.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask you if they had awesome tacos. What's 2 stand for?
I don't know. I don't speak no habla.
It's Spanish, isn't it?
Yeah. TU, 2 tacos.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. All right.
Okay. Well,
Anybody
they put it
knows?
in the comments. Comment down below. Yeah.
Right down there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is a bush with a store behind it.
Yeah. The Rowdy Rooster.
And there are a lot of people wearing boots.
Yeah. We thought that was cool. Well, I did. I can't speak for everybody, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe the bush, I probably could have moved over a little bit. We were eating at a place called the Pelican, which is like a snowball kind of place.
Oh, yeah.
200 flavors. Delicious. And across the street, they were lining up to get into this place called the Rowdy Rooster. They all had on their white boots. And
nice.
They were new boot goofing. Yeah. Maybe if I'd have moved over a little bit, you could have seen all the people.
This was important enough to take a photo of?
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Was it tragic that you didn't get to go in there and scoot your boots?
I did not bring any boots.
To scoot.
Correct. No boot. You can't scoot without a boot.
Well, thanks again for taking great photos of your travels.
You're welcome.
Is your travel season slowing down, you think?
I think so. I don't have anything scheduled personally anytime soon.
Okay, great.
So
no more photos.
No.
Okay. Darn. All right. So
I mean, I am a man about town. So if you need me to, take some more, I can.
Okay. Yeah. Wherever you travel to next, maybe Norfolk.
Mm.
Or as David Spade said, Norfolk.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is not how you pronounce that at all. All right, moving on to something that we're going to call...
Is This a Sport?
Oh, yeah. I like that. New theme song. Is this a sport? Yo, boop, boop, boop. That's my favorite. It's the best part of all of our theme songs.
Yeah.
All right, so what did you do? Did you send me some...
Yeah.
Tell us about this.
So for some reason in my algorithm on Instagram, I see a lot of things that maybe this is a sport. They're doing some sort of athletic feat.
We talked a lot about obscure sports in the Olympics.
During the Winter Olympics. So I thought it'd be fun just to share some of the ones, and we can talk about whether we think it's a sport or not.
Okay, great. I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah.
The first one is coming up now. It's an Instagram video.
Yeah. This the kicking guy,
It
right?
says, don't know much about this sport, but this guy seems like the GOAT of it.
Yeah.
Why is he kicking so high?
I think he's warming up because he's going to get into
I
it
never
here.
would have told you wrestling was coming next. Never in a million years.
Is
would I
that
have
what
said
he's doing, though?
Well,
he just seems to be
it's,
like, I don't even know how you describe that.
Are they running in circles, slapping one another?
I think so.
And now he's breakdancing on his back?
Yeah.
Is that a move? How many points? Where did this guy come
It's
from?
a turtle. Yeah.
Can you tap in?
Yeah, I think so.
Look at the way that they just slap each other in the chest over and over again. Wow.
So
just yeeted him across
Yeah.
everything. Whoa. Did you learn about this sport?
no. Well, first of all, is it a sport? I would contend yes, because there's a crowd, right? They're watching.
Well, there was a winner at the end. Hold on, I got to back up for a second because what happened at the end with the guy? Can I not fast forward these? Oh, I can't. So that's all right.
What I don't know is what the kicking in the beginning was really impressive, but it had nothing to do with what he was doing after that.
Sure it did. If you can kick that high into the air, that means that you can 100% do a breakdance on somebody's back.
Fair.
And that you don't know. That guy might be really, really tall, and then it's like breakdancing on a giraffe. And if you're going to do that, you have to be able to jump up into the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they just beat each other down. The guy who comes in and says, "What do you wait? Was he I'm thinking he was a ref. Maybe he was
Probably.
a ref. I had to get back to the end.
Which means that there are rules. I don't know what these rules could be, but
It was right there. He throws the guy, and then he jumps over him again.
mm-hmm.
And then at some point he says, "I've had enough."
Yeah. It's probably dizzy.
And then just falls backwards out the ring.
Yeah.
Gone.
He's done.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know the rules of this, but I wish I did.
Yeah. Seems fun.
Well, moving on.
This gentleman.
All right. We've got, speaking of the giraffe,
Yeah.
there he is.
Super tall. He's on roller skates.
Yeah. Those are crazy roller skates. You know what those look? Do you know what he looks like? Did you ever see Return to Oz?
I don't think so.
Dude, another podcast for another. He leapt over that entire thing.
He's
with
high
his feet
jumping
out to the sides.
Yeah, and skates are heavy. First
Dude.
of all, he's an athlete. The theme today is high jumpers.
165 centimeters.
Yeah. Let's do the quick math.
I
That
don't-
seems tall.
Do you know what that is?
No.
165 centimeters in feet
Mm.
is 5.4 feet.
That's high.
That's
Yeah.
like jumping over Brittany.
Yeah. In roller skates in a split.
Okay, so you sent me two videos.
High skating?
The point of this was to say, is it a sport?
Yeah. I would tend to say definitely the first one is a sport. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's some sort of breakdancing, wrestling hybrid. Dance off, maybe. The second one, I think he's just showing off.
I'm calling them both sports.
Okay.
Yeah, because, if a guy jumping over a pole without roller skates on is a
Fair.
sport, then a guy jumping over a pole with roller skates on is definitely a sport.
Okay. I'll allow it.
At least that's my consensus.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right. 2 for 2. Next time we'll see if we can find one that's not a sport.
Okay. Sure.
This episode is brought to you by socks. That's right, socks. The unsung heroes of your daily routine. You wake up and with little thought or regard, you put them on. Because deep down you know that you're nothing without them. Tired of your dogs just being out there? Raw, vulnerable, making direct contact with reality? Socks have you covered. Literally. Whether you're walking, running, or aggressively pacing while deciding what to eat, socks are there, absorbing both impact and your life choices. And let's talk about versatility. No matter what the emergency, socks are the perfect fit. Somehow, the same sock will fit shoe sizes 4 through 10. Give me a scenario, Alex. Socks can solve it.
What if my feet are cold?
Socks.
What if they're slightly less cold?
Still socks.
What if I have a formal event to go to?
Fancy socks.
What if I'm having an existential crisis at 2 a.m.?
Emotional support socks. So next time you're getting dressed, take a moment to thank the real MVP, Socks. Because walking barefoot in public is a cry for help, Vance. Socks. They're probably on your feet right now.
One of the things that you were talking about, you were wanting to do with this podcast was to start having story time where we get to know people.
Yeah.
Where we could bring them in, ask them questions. But because we like to laugh here and we don't take ourselves too seriously, the idea was we could take a person's information and use it against them.
Naturally.
Naturally.
Yeah.
So we couldn't have, we wanted to have Brittany on the podcast, and at some point we're going to have her on here, but we couldn't have her on here. And so you sent Brittany a bunch of questions and told her that these were just to get to know her a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then what'd you do?
So I sent her some prompts, and then I put them into our friends at AI.
Yeah. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Like Mad Lib style, and had them write a short story.
Great.
So we could learn about an event that happened in Brittany's life.
Love it.
So prompts like name something that's smelly, give me an amount of money, something you're scared of.
What can you give us an example of one of her answers? Like, what was one of them?
So she thinks that tuna fish is smelly. She thinks that falling down in public is embarrassing.
Oh.
So that's in there. What else? Oh, an animal you can ride on. She chose an elephant.
Okay.
Sure.
So we might see appearances from these things.
Perhaps.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah. All right.
I'm ready.
So let's dive
Buckle
in.
up.
Yep. And like to point out in future episodes, if you would like to participate, hit us up
We'll send you the questionnaire.
in the comments down below.
Love it.
Okay. Brittany had 3 fears in life: heights, public embarrassment, and on particularly unlucky days, smelly tuna fish. Unfortunately, all 3 showed up at once on a Tuesday. It started when Brittany won $1 million, not metaphorically, an actual life-changing, you should probably call your parents, $1 million. Naturally, she decided to celebrate in the only way that made sense to her: outside, in the sunshine, with a massive bowl of chips and salsa. I'm a simple person, she said, sitting on a park bench. Wealth hasn't changed me. This was true for exactly 7 minutes. That's when a man approached her holding a flyer. Would you like to ride an elephant for charity? Brittany blinked. That feels tall. It is tall, he confirmed. Now, Brittany had a fear of heights, but she also had $1 million and a strange desire to become the kind of person who casually says, oh yeah, I rode an elephant once. So she agreed. 5 minutes later, she was climbing very slowly onto an elephant named Gerald. Why is he so high? She whispered. He's an elephant, the man replied. Right, that tracks. Once seated, Brittany immediately regretted everything. The ground looked like it had socially distanced itself from her. Her chips and salsa were still in her hand because she refused to leave them behind. Okay, she muttered. I'm outside. I'm warm. I have snacks. This is fine. Gerald took 1 step. Brittany screamed. Not a small scream, a full someone just dropped smelly tuna fish into my soul scream. At that exact moment, a crowd gathered, and in that crowd, because the universe enjoys timing, was her favorite musical artist, Marcus Mumford. Brittany froze. Oh no, she whispered, not like this, not in front of Marcus. Gerald took another step. Brittany lost her balance, clutched her chips, overcorrected, and dramatically slid off the side of the elephant, landing in a heap directly in front of, you guessed it, Marcus Mumford. Silence. A chip hit the ground. Somewhere a container of salsa tipped over in slow motion. Brittany didn't move. If I stay still, she thought, I will become invisible. You okay? Marcus asked kindly. She sat up, covered in salsa, dignity nowhere to be found. I'm great. This is how I always meet people. There was a pause. What a ridiculous thing to say. Then, to her surprise, he laughed, like genuinely laughed, and somehow that made it worse and better at the same time. Brittany stood up, brushing herself off. Well, she said, I faced my fear of heights, lost a fight with gravity, and wasted perfectly good salsa. She looked at Gerald. No offense. Gerald blinked, as elephants do. Brittany sighed. You know what? I still prefer being outside, just closer to the ground. She picked up a slightly less salsa-covered chip, took a bite, and nodded happily. Yep, still worth it. There you have it.
That could totally happen. That's
Yes.
what's so hilarious
Yes.
about this story is everything about that is true.
Yeah. Yep.
When the part where she said, this is how I normally meet people,
Yeah.
could not be
Yeah.
that's so freaking Brittany.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Wait, is Brittany AI?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Brittany is,
Careful.
well, I'm not going to say anything I haven't said to her.
Okay.
What is the technology and her don't get along?
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever the opposite of being able to use technology is. So there's no way. Unless she's fooling us all, and she really is.
Perhaps.
Hey, we got mail.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I love mail.
I was going to tell you about it. This is from you.
Oh, look at all those stickers.
Yeah.
That thing's been everywhere. Yep. There it is.
Here we go. So that came in the mail finally, and I'm guessing this is what you sent for the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, this is really
When you
beat
were
up.
doing the torch carrying. So
Yeah.
from all your different travels, it's not in great shape.
No.
Yeah, it got ripped on that side. I'm not sure if they tampered with it or not, but it came all the way here from
Everywhere.
everywhere. You got stamps on there from wherever it is that you carried that torch, which I don't know how did you even run that
Well,
far anyways?
you got to train for these things, Alex.
Oh, sure. Do you need a knife? Or?
No.
Oh, you got it. What's in the box?
What's in the...
What's in the box?
I mean, maybe...
We don't know.
I really take
Few
this thing up good.
hours later.
I'm trying to be... I got it.
Would you say it's going well?
Well, that's all relative.
What is it?
I'm in the box. It
Edge
is
of my seat. It's the torch.
the torch from the relay, because technically you're not supposed to start the Olympics without the torch, but you guys it didn't show up, so you guys just started without me. But there
That
it
was
is.
what Dave was supposed to carry in, and then
Yeah.
Dave got sick,
it's
and
getting everywhere.
that thing is weeks late.
Yeah.
Does it still smell like fire?
Yeah.
Let me see.
That smells like you could light it up right now.
Oh, it does smell like fire.
Yeah. Fire.
Well, there it is. The torch. It finally showed up. We'll hang on to it for next year. Maybe.
There was a note. I'm not going to read the note because it doesn't really apply now.
No.
But
There was a whole letter in there and everything?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
Anyway,
Well,
good stuff.
moving on. We just finished up week 1 of Sacred, and tonight we are going to be talking about Sacred Part 2, and when you hear this, we'll be done with it. So there's not going to be really anything to apply on tonight, but we don't want to give anything away, which will be afterwards, so I can't really give anything away.
Nope.
So we can talk about whatever we want to.
We can.
Yeah. Last week we jumped into this series called Sacred, and to kick it off, we kind of defined the word sacred, meaning something that is set apart, something that is held to a higher standard of value than other things. And then we talked about the word ruined and about how when we treat something that is sacred in a way that becomes casual, that it has a chance of ruining that thing long term. What do you think? Did you happen to think any more about that this week and things that you perhaps can in life have that you hold to a value of a really high value early on, but as gradually life goes on, you tend to push it to the side? The car is the one thing that comes into my head all the time is over the years of how you just stop caring. Like once it gets to a certain point.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. I know, especially when you're younger, you always think like, I can't wait to get that car, right? And then some students, when they get that first car, they take care of it. They wash it all the time. They take great care of it. I have a neighbor across the street. He washes their cars every week. I mean, it could be wintertime. He's out there washing his cars. I don't think I've ever washed my vehicle. I mean, it rains. It's parked outside. Nature takes care of it. But, I look out there all the time. I'm like, boy, he really takes care of that thing. And I do not.
Yeah.
But when you first buy it,
Yeah.
You're like, you got to keep it in pristine shape. You don't want anybody to spill anything. You don't want Anybody that like, oh, we're going to go to the beach, not in my car. I don't want sand. I don't want your wet towels. I don't want any of that. And then eventually over time, you're like, hop in.
Yeah, I just don't care. I think having kids makes it impossible sometimes to care about things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then tonight, this, of course, we're talking about sex. That word, getting it out there, which really funny. We had a young middle schooler last week. I was talking to his mom, and she said, well, I asked my kids, what did y'all learn last week? And she said, my oldest got something out of it. My youngest said that, well, we talked about not dipping the chips in the salsa and the queso at the same time.
Yeah. It ruins it.
Yeah. It does. It ruins it.
But different people take different things out of the message.
Yeah, they do. But of course, we're talking about sex. We're talking about how when you treat something of less value and you start to devalue that thing and you abuse it over and over and over again, ultimately, you're just sacrificing the sacredness that it's supposed to have in your life. And that's what happens with sex is that tonight, specifically, we're going to be talking about how sex has become not something that you do, but something that you consume. And tonight we're going to have kind of an example. We're going to talk about how it used to be that you could go to the store and you could grab a bag of chips in one of maybe 3 different flavors. Your regular barbecue,
sour cream and onion.
Sure. Maybe salt and vinegar.
Sure.
Amazing. You either like it or you don't. I like it. I'm a big fan. Yeah,
like it,
right on. Now, right, there are 1,000 flavors. You can't keep up.
Yeah.
And this company has partnered with this company, which partnered with this company. It's like Fritos is doing a flavor of chips that are Cheez-It flavored.
Yeah.
Well, you go buy Cheez-Its. You know what I mean?
Like chips that are Funyun flavored.
And this can only mean that we have at one point switched from food being something that we eat, something that we do, something we have to have, to something that we consume. What is the difference between that? What is the difference between something that you have to enjoy and then something that you overly consume? And sex has become that thing. When you look at the pornography culture, when you look at the hookup culture, when you look at the dating apps culture and all the different designs, you've got some for guys seeking girls, you've got some for girls seeking guys, you've got some for hookups only, and it's crazy, and it can only mean that we have turned to a consumption of sex, and it's no longer something that's sacred. It's no longer something that we do. It's something that we consume aggressively. And so tonight we're going to talk about what does that mean in our lives as far as, how have we gotten to this point where we've distorted our view of it so much that it's become something that we just consume and it's lost all of its sacred value. Yeah. So that's going to be kind of a big conversation tonight. Like you said, when I say tonight, of course, you guys have already heard this stuff, but it's a conversation that we want to keep going. I think it is. It was amazing to me last week when we had our kind of open group at the end. We allowed students to kind of share and respond to some of our questions. Nothing specific, of course, but just, why is it that we treat things the way that they are? Why is it that this complicates things? It was great to have those conversations, and I think that they're missing. I think that side of the equation is missing, of having the conversations about sex in a way that says, why is this here? What's it designed for? And how are we going to stop abusing this over and over and over again? And of course, looking at this as the Bible talks about this specifically as being, this is a sin against your body, which is why sex brings with it so many different emotional problems. It's not just the physical problems. It's not just the way that that you feel on the physical side. It's what it can do to you mentally, the connection that it brings. It's wired so deep within us. It's just not something that we need to abuse. And so tonight, for you guys, you've already heard it. We continued with this conversation, but I don't want this conversation to end. I don't want us to stop talking about why we need to continue to honor God's way when it comes to the things in life that God called sacred. And sex is one of those. Yeah, so you've already heard all this stuff because today's Easter.
Easter,
and we are not meeting currently. You guys are all at home tonight.
Yep.
We take this off to be with your families. Easter, He is risen.
He is.
Yep.
The stone has been rolled away. Sorry. Happy Easter.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I like to think that's how it happened.
Yeah. You know what else is the table?
Yeah.
Much like the tomb is now
Is
empty.
empty. Yes. He is risen indeed.
He has. Before we close out, do you have any favorite Easter stories or traditions? I do. I know we had talked about this a little bit last week, and you mentioned something about choir robes, which threw me for a loop. I don't remember choir robes being in any of my Easter. Anyways, what do you love about Easter?
So the robes were in the church. It's not like we were at home wearing
You
choir
made
robes.
it sound like you guys were all hanging out in choir robes.
Oh, no. We used to do, for my family, for Easter, when we would have, we come up from church, we would have, our big Easter lunch. So family, extended family, whoever's in town. Sometimes friends of family members would come, just strangers. And we would do something called picking eggs. Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay.
No, I definitely haven't.
So it was something that one of my grandparents started. And when we would dye Easter eggs, we would dye them every year and do Easter egg hunts in the yard, things like that. So we'd have hard-boiled eggs. Everybody that was present would have one with their name written on it with a crayon or however you do that. So everybody has a hard-boiled egg. You take it, you hold it in your fist, and then you start and you go around the table with the person next to you and you crack your eggs together. And if your side cracks, because usually only one of them will crack.
Okay.
Physics.
Yeah.
If yours cracks, so you get 2 chances, you flip it around, you got, another one, and it just goes around the table.
Okay.
And then, if the person next to you is out, then you skip that person, you get up, walk over, and you go around until whoever's left over is the winner. And you pick eggs. And so that was always a fun thing. It was always strange for, newcomers. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Because we're, shirt and tie. My grandfather would be, in a full suit. And one year, somehow his egg was not hard-boiled.
Oh, no.
On accident. And his first crack, his egg just exploded all in his lap.
What do you win if you're the last person with a...
Oh, you just win. Bragging rights.
So you guys are dressed in choir robes, smashing eggs together?
Right. And there was one year when I was little. I was the youngest kid, and my next closest sibling is 5 years older than me. Mm-hmm. So I was the baby of the family. And one year, my mom would come around with the Easter basket, had all the eggs in it, and you would just pick your one. And I picked mine first, and mine was a wooden egg that she had painted. Okay. And when I have it in my fist, you can't see, you can't tell. And so I had a wooden egg, and so I just destroyed everybody and won, and I was very excited. Well, my sister, who was sitting next to me, found out that I had a wooden egg, and she was not happy.
I bet not.
And she carried that for a year, and then the next year at Easter, because she always sat next to me, when we went to do the first thing, she accidentally missed, and she hit me right in the forehead, and she goes, "Whoop, I'm out." Yeah.
Dude, sisters are the worst.
Yeah. Terrible. Yeah.
I don't have one. But if I did, they'd be the worst.
And I cried, I'm sure. Yeah. Picking eggs.
Well, I don't have anything as cool as that. So I do remember getting dressed up. When I look back at old family photos and stuff, I do remember there being dress up, getting fancy, like frills. Everybody was fancy. I have this one weird memory from being a kid where I had gotten my Easter basket, and in it, I remember there was this little, it was shaped like an egg carton, and it had little jelly bean or egg. Oh, they were gum.
Okay.
Gum eggs that you would chew. How am I? I'm not saying this right.
No.
It was it looked like a tiny carton of eggs.
Okay.
But the eggs were
gum.
Gum.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm with you.
There you go. Right on. Well, I just remember that being in the basket specifically because at some point we had to take family photos as we did every Easter.
Yeah.
And we were always late, and Mom was always mad about something. And we were all getting dragged into the spots that they wanted us, and we had suspenders on, I think intentionally because they wanted to be able to yank us backwards. Okay. But at some point I fell off the porch.
Okay.
And by falling off the porch, I mean I tumbled down the brick stairs.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But those little gum eggs, those little eggs went everywhere.
Huh.
And I face smashed the ground, and I remember bleeding. I know I was bleeding because I remember specifically that my mom was upset because I ruined the whole photo.
Yeah.
Like everything's done now. Alex done fell on the ground,
Where
messed up everything.
Is this photo?
It has to exist. I remember there being a peacock chair that existed in the photo.
There's a lot going on in this photo.
Yeah.
So did you fall before the photo? And
Yeah,
then
no,
you're
they were
just
trying
in
to
the-
get
you're
everybody
just
together for the photo, and I
bloody-faced.
I tumbled down the stairs. And I never did. I did all those things. I think I salvaged maybe 3 of them. It was sad. This is more of a sad story, I think, than it is.
Well, good news.
Yeah,
He is risen.
he is risen indeed.
Yeah.
Merry, happy
Easter.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Yep.
Hop, hop.
Hop hop.
Here's our theme song. Hop, hop, doop, boop, boop.
How's it? The bunny go like this?
Nope, that's
No?
dangerously close to. You ever heard this song before we close? Have
Cut
you
that
ever heard this song about hold on. Little cabin in the woods, little man by the window stood, saw a rabbit hopping by, knocking at my door. Help me, help me, help, he said, or the hunter shoots me dead. Little rabbit, come inside, safely to abide. You've never heard this song?
Have a good week, everybody.